Hey, 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 gorgeous people. Welcome to the Hair at First podcast, where great hair meets real life. We're your hosts, Tessa,
Monica,
and Michelle.
Three stylists, moms, besties. We're keeping it real about beauty, business, and the chaos of motherhood.
We're here to share stories, laugh way too loud, and maybe spill a little shampoo along the way. Just a quick heads up, we're not making any medical claims or giving professional advice here, just sharing our own thoughts, opinions, and experiences.
So grab your coffee, your favorite blanket, and let's hair it first.
Good morning and welcome back to Hair at First podcast. We're happy to have you all back listening. We hope you've enjoyed our podcasts thus far. There's going to be many, many more with lots more fun, throwing our husbands under the bus and sometimes our children and, sometimes our clients.
All of our shenanigans.
It's so good to see your faces. We are full of shenanigans. Mm-hmm. Yes. Good to see your faces. I love podcast recording day because I get to see your beautiful faces.
I miss you guys.
I love it.
No.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we live so far apart, but we're so close. And we've only physically seen each other once.
Yeah.
Like one time. Isn't that crazy?
But 25 hours in a hot tub together, you can learn a lot about each other.
Add a little vodka in and we let things roll. These girls know more about me than a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Same. Except we didn't know you were married and we didn't know your husband's first name was Anthony.
It's neither of those things are true. Neither of them.
She is not married.
I am in fact not married. And his name is in fact not Anthony. You chose that name for him. He doesn't know.
You tell him I said thank you and I hope he likes it.
He's going to be like, what the hell?
What is wrong with her? Speaking of nicknames for our husbands, I heard that my husband's new name in you guys' phone is Poo Foo. And I'm so happy about this. He gets so pissed off with me when he hears the podcasts.
I know we were on a meeting. You were at work, and Tessa was, Adam was on it, and Craig was over at his desk. He had just come back from taking a haul from, I want to say he was in Pennsylvania, and he was like, "Man, Craig, we're going to have to start our own podcast because these girls just be throwing us under the bus." He goes, and then if that ain't enough, they back up and do it again. And I was like, you just keep your mouth shut. We always tell you that we love you at the end of it, okay?
Exactly. We love you, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I said, just be glad we don't have the nuke button.
For sure.
1,000%. He's been home for lunch for 5 minutes and I'm ready to hit it. And I haven't even got to talk to him, but I just see him in there.
Oh my gosh.
How's everybody's week going at the salon?
Oh, yeah. Holidays
in the salon. We're so very, very thankful for our clientele. But let me tell you guys what happened yesterday. And I'm just going to be honest. If she's listening, I don't even care. Because I am so mad. And I've only done this client 2 times. Yesterday was my 2nd time. And I forgot why I had only done her 1 time before. So she tricked me back yesterday. And if you're listening, you ain't tricking me again.
Oh, shit.
So, anyways, I'm blow drying her hair. I'm literally diffusing her hair, which you can't go too wrong doing that. We all know how to diffuse hair, right? She rips the blow dryer out of my hand and said, "You ain't doing it right." Gets up, walks to her purse, gets her own blow dryer out and says, "Mine's better." And comes over, plugs it in, starts diffusing her hair and turns around and goes, "I hope you don't mind." And I thought to myself, well, I hope you don't mind the Dyson cord coming around your freaking neck, because that's what's getting ready to happen. And I was like, if anyone sees me on national news later leave me in jail until after the holidays, but smuggle me in some Firmaglo so my hair looks good for court. Yeah.
Jesus.
And I mean, it's already going to look good for my mugshot, but.
Oh my God.
So I just don't understand people.
You guys, I had that happen. This is funny. So a girl that I work with, she asked me, she's like, do you remember so-and-so? And I said, wait, explain her to me. So I used to work in a really big salon, and I think there were like 25 or 30 people at stylists at one point, and we've downsized sets, right? But we've all worked together for 15, 20 years. So she's like, you did her a couple times, and Michelle did her a couple times, and da-da-da-da. And then we figured out what it was. This woman, okay, her hair was only like, it was really short, but like massive amounts of it. And I was doing a Brazilian blowout, and she tried to take the blow dryer out of my hand at one point. And then, you know how you have to flat iron, and she tried to do it again. I've never had to step away from a client, and I was like, listen, you cannot do, these are chemicals. Like, you get this in your eyes, you're going to go blind. I was so pissed off. So I can't even imagine what you were going through.
Yeah.
But yeah, and now she's trying to get into our salon again, and we're all just like, no.
And that's the beauty of our careers is we can pick and choose. Mm-hmm. We don't have to have everyone. We do not have to take every single person, and we do not have to take shit off people.
No.
And over the years, I know myself as a people pleaser, I have put up with way more shit than I should have. Mm-hmm. And 100%. I am now in my late 40s. Oh my God. Oh my God.
She just said it and it hurt a little bit. It hurt a little bit.
First time I've ever said that.
How does it feel? Are you going to make it?
That really hurt. And you know what? I've absolutely loved my 40s. When I hit 30, freaked out. I didn't like 30. Enjoyed my later 30s, but I've really thoroughly enjoyed my 40s, but I've not thought about I'm in my late 40s.
Honey, I'm 55 and my body's falling apart, literally, from my job.
That's what other people don't get.
I am dying.
Not understand that. We are standing for 6 to 12 hours a day with our arms up. I want you to stand. Just stand up in your most comfortable standing position and keep your arms up.
Yeah.
I bet people will hurt after 10 minutes.
It took me.
And then add blow drying into it. Mm-hmm. So then start moving your arms. And
pumping.
Yeah.
Pumping with your knee. My knee is
so bad about that. I am so bad about moving my chair. I will hunch over.
Me too.
So quick. I have tried so hard to be more mindful that the chair is there to help me.
Yes.
Yeah. It is there to help.
And I move my clients now. Move their head.
I do that.
It took me an hour and 20 minutes to foil this woman's hair yesterday. I literally wanted to cry because it was the end of my work week. And right at my bra strap area, you guys,
hurts.
Yeah. But she was falling asleep. So I'm at the most pivotal point. I do the top last. I'm at the most pivotal point, and you have to be she's older and her hair's super fine. So but you still have to get all the baby hair and whatever. And I'm just and she's nodding and I'm going, oh my gosh. So I just gently grab her and turn her back. Cause I was literally I'm I can't do this anymore. Honey, wake up. Take an Excedrin.
Too. Yes, where people are sleeping like this, or have you ever had them come in and then you realize about 20 minutes into the appointment that they're all pilled out and now you're too deep in and they're like this. I've had it. And finally by the end, I'm like, well, she's all pilled out. She ain't even going to feel it. And then I'm like, rip. And I'm get her. You just, set up.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so now I need to know. Tessa, when you do your highlights, do you start in the front or the back?
I start in the back. But I do my back I do my top and I do my sides. I mohawk highlight 9 times out of 10.
Me too.
If I'm doing a balayage, it's different, or a foliage, it's different. But when I highlight, I do a mohawk highlight. And when I have strayed from that, my clients are like, go back to the way you did it. So I do back here and then my sides. How about you?
Okay, so I'm totally different. I do my sides this way, like angled. So I do the root on this side and go back. So I do my sides first. I mohawk my top, and then I do my back.
I'll
My
tell
back
you
is the
why.
last thing that I do.
It's so when your clients get older, you're going to find that their hair is more fragile around their face, which a lot of clients are anyways. But if you did the top of my hair, if you did this first, it would break off. Literally, it would break off before my back came up, because I'm obviously most people darker in the back. Even if you start with 10 volume, we only use 10 volume around my hairline.
I use 6.
Do you?
I use 6 for all my foils, and I typically will 9 times out of 10, before I even get to the back, I'm pulling my first foils on the side.
Yeah.
But I have also noticed that the heat production is better in the back of the head.
Yep.
So that's why I don't do the back first.
Yeah.
It's so funny
Because
how
it's
we all do it
easier.
different.
I'm not going to talk about what developer I use because it's a no-no in the whole hairdressing world, and I am proud of it.
I swear to God, if you tell me you use 30 or 40 volume, I'm going to have a heart attack.
I'm going to text you guys right now, and then I just want to see your reactions. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Where
no.
are we? Soul Sisters. Are you ready?
No.
Tock, tick, tock.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Do they come up in 10 minutes?
Pretty quick, but that's us. I can go a lot faster, and I wash first. I put on wet. I think that helps.
That makes sense.
What I do.
Yeah.
Washing first. I'm starting with a clean slate.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to work through anything. And
Are you going to tell the listeners what you use?
Yep.
It's the worst case scenario.
So if you're a stylist listening, if you're a stylist listening and you think you know, you do.
Double it.
And Michelle, I'm surprised you don't, because most stylists my age and older that I talk to are like, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. And I'm like, yep.
So I have actually the girl who sits right next to me. She's been a stylist for 30 some years. And, we foil so differently. I would say that 95% of my highlights are baby lights or micro lights. So those foils are back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And she's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. You're getting 20 volume and you're sitting under a dryer, and that is what we do. And I'm like having a panic attack because I'm like, I don't stick anybody under heat ever. I don't have any use for a hooded dryer unless I'm doing our smoothing system. I use a super low volume developer, and I pull according to when that individual foil is done.
Yep.
So she looks at me all the time and she's like, girl, no, that is not how we were taught to do hair. And I'm like, well, it wasn't how I was taught to do hair, but it's how I evolved in doing hair. And I will be honest with you, I don't think the last time I used anything more than, I don't think I've ever used anything more than 20. But nobody else in my salon uses 6. Very rarely. Every single one of my highlights, I use 6 volume. I use the Schwarzkopf level, like 9 level. I can't even think of what it's called right now.
And I think every color line and bleach is different as well. Like mine is so completely different, in what, mine is pretty much the closest you can get to to vegan. Not as many chemicals, so it does
It needs that
process
extra.
differently.
Yeah.
It processes differently. So if any of my clients are listening, there is a method behind my madness.
Well, and obviously it's
But,
working. So
yeah.
I feel like whatever works for every situation, you know. But I will tell you what I've noticed with my clients that are now coming back and they're using Firmaglo. I can match, because we have really, really bad water in our area. And I can match their ends now because their ends aren't getting as brassy because the Firmaglo is taking that water buildup off and their hair feels better. So a lot of times what I used to have to do is, and I never did that bleach wash at the bowl because, okay, so I'm 55 and, you know, I've been doing a lot of my clients for 30 years. And so when you get older, your hair texture changes, everything changes. So it's not as strong. So back in the day when we used to throw everything, you know, just we scalped ends to brighten the ends. Well, we can't do that anymore. So I'd have to pull them through. Oh my gosh, it's been so much work. But now I'm finding that I don't have to do that because Firmaglo is doing the AKA Malibu treatment for me.
Yes.
So
Well,
that,
if you're using it at home,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
It's preventing that buildup from even happening, and it's just insane what it's doing. It's very, very important. I feel like that if you do get your hair colored or bleached, you really, really need to tune in to Firmaglo because I've seen some wicked hair walking around out there that is like, oh girl, you need something so bad. Like,
we could help you.
Almost like shame on your hairdresser because your hair looks like a freaking hay bale, you know?
Well, I have a client who I have no clue what happened to her hair. I hadn't seen her in, God, it was a while, 6 to 8 months maybe. And the last time I had saw her, her hair was beautiful. We had finally gotten it right. Like, it was gorgeous. When I saw her the next time, her hair was so dry, so broken, so damaged. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm just going to be real honest with you. We are going to have to be very gentle with this process. I said, and the only way that I am putting any sort of color on your head is if you agree to the Firmaglo Smooth hydration system. And she was like, I don't care. Like, you do whatever you need to do because I can't live like this. So I did her highlight and then I went ahead and did the smoothing system. Her hair felt so good. And it took an extra 30 minutes. It added an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But that was it. So I am going to start implementing to I'm for us in this season.
Yeah.
I think that every single person needs the hydration system because we're so dry. Like, everything is so dry. I've started putting tallow back on my kids. I'm like, y'all are starting to get dry. We have a wood stove going because if not, I would be like a popsicle in our basement. Our low is, I think, 22 tonight, which is stupid. I know you two over there in your little Christmas snow bubble can stay in your snowy bubble, but I like 85 and sunny with a pina colada or a strawberry daiquiri. No, it's not. I will agree with you on everything else but the weather. I'm not doing it.
Sounds
but
awful.
It's going to start being something that, like, I think I'm going to be to the point that I'm going to automatically add it in on all of my services.
Well,
And it be something that, like, I highly recommend. And if you don't need it, I wouldn't do it. But you got to get hydration into your hair. Like,
So what do you
can't be out here,
charge
like Tessa
for-
said, looking like a hay bale.
What are you going to charge for an added service like that?
for the smoothing treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't really thought of that yet. I did it on her as a complimentary thing. It was when I did it, for the very first time. I was like, I just want, more than anything, your hair is so fried that I just want to see what it's going to do when I work it all together.
That's what I did. Yeah.
So I haven't thought about it for like a price standpoint. But I think that as stylists, when you are educated, and as educated as we are on these products, us three personally, our clients are seeing that.
Yes.
And they're trusting what we're saying. Every single one of my clients that has touched Firmaglo on their hair has purchased Firmaglo. Amazing. Now, having said that, you know, I am extremely transparent with my clients. Your hair did not get ruined in one service.
Right.
Or one action or one thing. So please don't think that in one shampoo, your hair is going to be, boom, back to normal, back to what it was, best hair ever. Having said that as well, they are noticing a difference in that first shampoo. But consistency.
Right.
Consistency is key. And, you know, Michelle, you've had an apple out of this bag because in your area, your water is so unbelievably bad that it took you, what, 9 or 10 washes before you really started to see a difference.
And now, I mean, I'm on day 3. I haven't washed my hair in 3 days. And look at this. The shine.
Amazing.
It's totally different hair.
Well, it's now instead of being coated with the silicones, everything that is in our products is actually soaking in to your strands and living there. And just like with the smoothing system, you guys were sealing that in so that all of the goodness and the smoothing, and it's just amazing. I also haven't come up with a price yet for that in the salon, but I will be offering it. My people already know, don't ask me for a keratin treatment or a Brazilian blowout because I run a vegan salon. You're not going to get it in there. Now, have I used other vegan smoothing treatments in the past? Absolutely. That's why it was so key to sit down and do this, because every stylist needs one to offer in their salon. And if we can do it chemically free, heck yeah.
Yeah.
So we went and got, I want to call them family pictures, but Craig wasn't there. So like 5-6 family
Sorry,
pictures.
Anthony.
So I got this picture of my son and I, and the first thing I noticed was obviously his smile. The second thing I noticed was my hair. When we did these pictures, I was on day 7 hair. Do you see this?
Yes, I was looking at that picture and I was like, look at that.
Do you see that shine?
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't accidentally pull up your nudie or something.
That ain't in there. The only thing that may be in there is a boob pic, and that's just because I had to go to the doctor to make sure my tattoos were, I don't know, I guess whatever they wanted them to be. But look at that shine.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful. If you're watching, check that out. If you're not watching, go to YouTube and watch so you can see that, because it's amazing.
Well, something else I want to talk about too, for me and my age, I keep referring to that, but we start losing our hair. And what happens in our recession area, what happens is, so I might grow baby hairs, but they're never strong enough to get long. You can see how skinny it is at the end. That means it's growing and it's staying on my head. I never had these. Yes.
I know.
I have stubble.
I lost a lot post-surgery.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
insane.
so proud of it.
Me
I'm
too.
so proud of it that I kind of want to take some hardcore gel.
No. We're not doing that.
Have you seen that style? And just wear it down. And so when people stare at me, I'll be like, this is my new growth from Firmaglo.
Oh, I have something from a hairdresser's point of view. I know you guys have seen these videos. They're in the bowl, highlights are out, and the stylist combs the baby hairs down and then touches it with lightener.
The Scandinavian hairline.
Yeah.
I do it.
You do? I would never let anybody do that on my babies. Maybe now that they're stronger,
babies.
but
it's almost like a base break just for the hairline. So if I do like a real, like if somebody wants that real stark money piece, it takes like 3 minutes. It sits on there for like 3 minutes. And it's just enough to bring it up because it's so hard to get those. Tessa, and no, I do not use what you use.
If you use my formula, it'll be 30 seconds.
If I use your formula, we wouldn't need a Scandinavian hairline because there would be no hairline. But I do it on a select group of people that want that super bright, stark money piece. But yeah, you have to be like, to do that, you can't move. You're not moving. You're not leaving. You're not walking away from that bowl and letting your client sit. You're watching it like a hawk.
I do it different. So if I have any leftover lightener, which usually I have a little bit, when I'm pulling the foils, I just dab a little bit on my brush and I just kind of swipe. So I'm just kind of painting. So probably similar, but like you said, it's only on for while I'm pulling the rest of the foils. And
yeah, it's a super quick process.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we're on, girls.
We've been
fighting today.
It's been a hair-tastic couple of weeks, and we gotta push through this last little bit. I know that I have a problem with boundaries.
Same. Are you working a couple extra days?
I'm going in at 6:30 tomorrow morning.
Oh Lord,
I do that quite often. And I need to stop. But I like to get it started and go.
Yeah, and it wasn't starting that early, but a friend of mine and my kids, she was actually my nurse at my pediatrician's office and also my nurse when I was in the pediatrics office. She passed away from breast cancer. So I'm like, I have to move you. Is it convenient for you? Probably not, but this is where I need to be. I need to be there. So I'm going to go bust out a couple clients in the morning, go to her viewing, and then come back and finish it out.
I'm sorry. That's sad.
Yeah.
It's very sad. But I will say, she put up one hell of a fight. She went down swinging.
Awesome.
So, and she got diagnosed, I guess it was right before I found out I was pregnant with Raylan, and Raylan just turned 3 a couple weeks ago. So she fought it to the end, and she was coming into the office even after she would do chemo and after she would have radiation. So she was a warrior, and just go get your tatas checked.
Yeah. Yes.
Go get them checked.
Very, very important to do that for sure.
I don't have to do that anymore.
I have to every 3 months. Actually got moved to every 6 months now. So I'm happy about that.
Look at you, fancy McNancy.
I know. So, all right, girlies. Well, it was fun today, and I love seeing your beautiful faces. And all you listeners out there, have a very Merry Christmas. And sorry we didn't have our festive stuff on today. Michelle couldn't get her headband on.
I have it. And you know what? I wouldn't wear these for just anybody, but how am I supposed to do it?
Oh my gosh, look how cute that is with the bow.
It is really, that's adorable. Oh, that is cute. All right, next episode.
Yeah, you're going to have to figure it out.
Baby. All right, girls. Well, have a wonderful weekend and week, and I love you guys so much.
Love you.
Love you
out there, listeners.
Bye, girls.
See you guys later.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Hair at First. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you laughed, learned, and maybe felt a little more seen through all of the good hair days and the hot mess ones too.
Remember, we're just sharing our own thoughts and experiences. No medical claims or professional advice here. Just real talk from stylists and moms who get it.
Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and share Hair at First with your fellow beauty lovers and boss moms. We will catch you next time with more stories, laughs, and probably a little conditioner in our hair.